another what's in the box in my very untidy cellar workroom. It's getting improved. Don't judge. This time, Parkside, again, Lidl special. Aldi, fucking sort your shit out, man. Aldi used to be the best one for tools, but this year, Lidl has been ripping the heat right off it all the way along. Parkside, Druckluft Sauberholz said, probably said that quite terribly. Yeah, so air tool set, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really come with much. Comes with an air pistol, comes with a tyre inflator, and all the little bits for doing balls and lilos and all of that kind of crap. Let's get it open, see what the actual quality is like. From the outside, it looks fairly decent. This is the PDSS 13D4, or however you wish to call it. I just wanted something so I could inflate tyres. And because it was a tenner, and I mean, can't go wrong when it's a tenner, really, can you? Quality of it from the outside of the package looks fairly decent. Let's see what it's like inside the package. Let's get this fucker open, see what's going on in here. Now, it was typically Turkish when I was in there. Half of these were open with bits missing from the package. Yeah, you tend to see that quite a lot. These here, no idea. If someone can tell me what these parts are, I would greatly appreciate it. How the hell did I get it in there like that? This is to inflate other bigger things, I take it. Looks like it. 3-piece inflator set. No instructions necessary here. Don't know, you can maybe stick that in arse end of a chicken or something like that. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with it. Whatever you want to do with it, that's up to you. You want to get freaky, that's fucking fine. I don't judge. I mean, these feel like really nice quality products, man, to be quite honest with you. I don't know what that material is. I don't think it's... Yeah, it is. It's actually cast aluminium. Paint's a bit chipped and a bit shitty there, but the actual quality of it feels really nice. I mean, compared to... where's the other one here? I mean, I know this looks quite sexy, but it catches in your hand quite a lot. So, yeah, I mean, this feels good. I like this. I like the feel of it in the hand. But the most important part here is this one. The hose is quite tight. There's no flexibility in the hose. It doesn't turn, it just tightens up more. But does it need to be flexible? Not really. Quality of it overall, though, seems pretty decent. I don't know how long that's going to last, but compared to other ones that I've seen, I mean, if you get a couple of years out of that, it's got to be alright, isn't it? What's the button here for? Alright, so it's not, so that's to test, I take it. We will soon find out in a second. That's to test, that's to fill. Alright, cool, fair enough. This here goes on to here, that's for those bits. This again is for, I don't know, jabbing in your chaps eye or something like that. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't think anybody really wants to die of fucking sexual misadventure, and I wouldn't recommend jabbing that in your chaps eye. That could be a very unhappy ending. This here, some other kind of inflator, different sizes. These are all bits that are going to get lost pretty quickly, so I'm going to find a wee box for these. In fact, I've got a box. There you go, I always got to throw that out as well. So, let's test the only bit that I'm going to test, which is the tyre inflator. Again, tyre inflator made of cast aluminium. Feels very nice. It's interesting the entire packaging is in German, but on here it says air. OWIM GmbH, so it is, it could be German made. I doubt it, it probably is Chinese made. This here at the top is way too loose. That's very cheap, very cheap. But I suppose it is just a little bit of protection over the top. It's not going to come off. It would be nice to see that being a little bit tighter. That is very cheap plastic. I would expect that to break fairly quickly, so I would keep it out of the way of heavy impacts. So let's give it a wee test and see what it's like. So set up. What I would say though is if you were looking to buy the extendable roll-in air hose reel, the one from Lidl is shit. The one from Aldi, when it comes up the work zone one from Aldi, the hose is way thicker. The quality of it feels much better. I would definitely do the Aldi version of it. So let's get wired up here. That didn't feel very connectable, but it's worked. bad editing skills right there. So let's give that a second go. The quality of this, as I was saying, feels quite good, except from here. I would maybe be careful about dropping it or so, especially if it drops in its face. You're going to be in a very bad mood after that. What I've also just learned is that, let's get you on there, get you on there. I swear it was fine the first time I done it. This here is to de-inflate. Quite simple, press and go. Inflate. As simple as always. Press and go. Back to 2 bar. I think 2.2 bar that you're going to be at. Fairly simple. Quality of it feels great. I like the feeling of it in the hand itself. Good thing to have around for the price. Pretty decent, I would say. The other parts that are here, let's have a wee look at them. What I've just realised is that these don't all fit into here. And I thought that was a bit strange, and then I realised that this is also a tyre inflator part. And I think we're going to be doing this together here. I think that these simply connect onto here, which seems a bit strange, but it does kind of look like that. Yeah, it seems to be. So that would be for the French style bike valves. I forget the name of it. It's not a Schroeder valve, it's something else. Maybe it's a Schroeder valve. These also. So it must be because you want to be getting the pressure information as you do that. And again, so these will fit onto here. Very loud. Hope that didn't disturb you too much if you're wearing headphones. But not all of them, like the bigger one. So what's the deal here? Is that purely just as a cleaning air pressure thing? Because this smaller one, the tiny one for balls, also only fits in here. But it's not a great fit. I mean, I wonder, are you really going to get a lot of pressure? When it builds up a lot of pressure, is it going to just come out of there? The fitting doesn't feel that great, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, it was a tenner. These inflators fit in the big one, is it? No, they also fit in the small one. So yeah, not all of the parts go straight onto this here. It's only the larger pieces for dusting, fair dues, and the other ones for lilos and stuff like that are for this here, where you can at least measure the actual pressure on it. Yeah, the quality of both of the pieces seem great. Definitely a worthwhile purchase at a tenner. Now, what I really wanted from Lidl though this week was the air regulator stroke dryer for the compressor. But it seems like they quite simply either didn't get them or had like 2. They had packets and packets and packets of these, but they'd none of the regulator dryer. So fuck it, it is what it is. I couldn't get one, but it is on my list of things to get. Sorted. So, oh you motherfucker. Definitely something worthwhile getting if you've got a wee compressor there. I mean, can you really complain for a tenner? I would say not. Let's stick this hose reel back. That is the other thing I wanted to say there was, I think the video cut off beforehand, but just in case I'll say it again. The hose reel, the air hose reel, definitely get the one from Aldi, the Work Zone one, not the one from Lidl. The one from Lidl is really thin, quality of it feels like shit. The Work Zone one from Aldi feels exceptionally good. God, it's fucking dusty in here now. Yeah, get it, add it to your collection of shit. Just like I did. I mean, what's that going to cost if you buy it in a normal DIY centre? This is going to set you back. For one that's just as shit as this, it's going to set you back 25 quid easily. I mean, I was looking at these the other day and they started at fucking, I think it's 30 in the Bauhaus near my house, near where I stay. And the quality of it looked shit. And it only had this part. It didn't have the rest of the little bits. Yeah, I mean, good deal. Definitely a good deal. Oh no, I've lost the cap. There it's there. Is it that that's a Schroeder valve? I forget. Maybe they're all Schroeder valves, who knows.